These 5 creators were cancelled for doing awful things, whether it's talking to minors, being involved in scams, or straight up being racist. But this video will not be talking about all the bad things these creators have done, but instead, we'll be trying to highlight something good in every one of them. Starting off with Logan Paul. The list of bad and awful things Logan Paul has done is never ending, and he's been in too many controversies to count. Logan Paul has been cancelled many times over the years, and he always seems to come back and work things out before doing something that gets him cancelled all over again. Starting off with the Japan incident, where he filmed a deceased person and uploaded it on his channel as part of a funny vlog. The fallout was massive. Logan Paul quickly faced demonetization, widespread condemnation, and a huge wave of online hate, and a temporary exile from the YouTube spotlight, being sidelined by all the brands and celebrities he had worked with. For many, it seemed like the end of his career, because a mistake like this is not something people would forget easily. But Logan Paul came back, apologized, and even made a documentary about the topic to try and regain his public image. And well, it worked, until he messed up again and filmed himself torturing rats. And then again, when he tried to launch a revolutionary project called CryptoZoo, that ended up being nothing but an incomplete project filled with shady people and mistakes that left hundreds of investors and regular people with negative millions of dollars in losses. The controversies and problems Logan Paul has been through basically made him the villain of the YouTube world, especially today with his WWE run, Prime, and Launchly businesses. He always seems to be messing up in some place and driving the online hate towards him. But despite all the bad things he has done, we can't deny that Logan Paul is one of the most famous and polarizing figures in the entertainment world today. He knows how to get people's attention, drive interest, views, and most importantly, money into everything he does. He has a mind that works like no other person, which has allowed him to excel in almost every area he goes into. On YouTube, he was one of the most watched creators weekly. In the business world, Prime is worth over $1 billion and taking market share from huge corporations. In the wrestling world, he entered the WWE and immediately created a buzz in the industry due to his incredible athletic performances in the ring, as well as his natural character on the mic that makes him a perfect WWE superstar, which showed when he even captured his first championship title. This kind of talent and natural charisma doesn't come often. Now, I'm not glazing, but I told you, this video will be finding the good in all the bad people, and in Logan Paul's case, you can't deny the influence and power he has of creating entertaining content and getting people to tune in to whatever he does. Another superpower is his ability to bounce back. Each controversy he's been in seems to have only made him even more famous. He always finds a way to stay relevant and keep his growth going, despite the many hiccups he runs through. Whether that's through his own work or the people and online community that just doesn't know how to cancel someone for good and lets them get away with anything. Love him or hate him, he is good at what he does. Moving on, we have none other than James Charles. Known as one of the biggest beauty YouTubers in the world, James's impact on the beauty scene online and his huge rise to fame in an industry dominated by women is incredible. But much like the creators that made our list, he has faced more than his fair share of scandals throughout the years that got him cancelled. His most famous incident was the drama with Tati Westbrook in 2019, which exploded into a full-blown cancel culture event. Allegations of inappropriate behavior, manipulation, and screenshots that sparked countless debates online led to James losing millions of subscribers and what became one of the biggest subscriber drops in YouTube history, adding more to his downfall. In February of 2021, a 16-year-old boy posted a video to TikTok alleging that Charles groomed him by sending him nude photos and pressuring him into sexting with him. Despite knowing his age, Charles responded to the video with a tweet denying the grooming accusations and stating that the boy initially claimed to be 18 years old, and then a month later, other underage boys accused Charles of sending nude photos and pressuring them into sexting with him. James came out with an apology video confirming the allegations but defending himself, saying he didn't know they were underage and said that he should have done more research. Following these controversies, James's career was never the same. Although he still has a big loyal fan base that watches and consumes everything he does, keeping his career alive, his mainstream presence and relevancy is almost non-existent. But we can still find something good in James. You see, even though James Charles has done some awful things in his career, you can't deny the good that he has brought to the whole beauty industry on YouTube and the levels of fame and influence he was able to garner. It's impossible to ignore the talent and creativity that made him a household name in the first place. James has a skill set that's rare in the beauty space. His artistry redefined makeup for men as well as women and inspired an entire generation to embrace their love for beauty regardless of gender norms. James showed the world that makeup isn't just for women, it's a form of self-expression that anyone can embrace. His tutorials are still some of the most watched on YouTube, and his collaborations with celebrities have pushed beauty content into mainstream pop culture in a way that hadn't been done before. But what Shane Dawson has been through, on the other hand, is completely different. Shane has been in and out of controversies and has tried to come back to YouTube countless amount of times. He was one of YouTube's earliest stars, known for his comedic sketches and later his deep dive documentaries about other creators. He built an empire with his raw, unfiltered style, gaining millions of followers who tuned in for his humor, but also for his ability to tell compelling stories. But his career was rocked when old, offensive content resurfaced, triggering a massive backlash. In the early days of his YouTube career, Shane was known for pushing the envelope with edgy humor. Unfortunately, some of those jokes, particularly those involving racial stereotypes and inappropriate comments about minors, came back to haunt him. The resurfacing of these clips in 2020 led to widespread condemnation and in many ways marked the end of his time as a central figure on YouTube. Walmart removed his products from its shelves, YouTube indefinitely suspended his monetization, and Shane disappeared from the platform almost completely, and his reputation took a massive hit. But Shane always seems to come back, one way or the other, controversy or not. He always seems to come back with fresh new content and still draws in millions of viewers. 2 years after his taking accountability apology video that drew in 22 million views, he came back with a new documentary-style content that still brought in over 4 million views on every upload. And just recently, he came back with another conspiracy video that has over 2 million views. Many people, despite his cancellation, still love Shane purely for his resilience, authenticity, and how long he has been in the game. Shane's connection with his core fanbase and his loyal audience is what separates him from all others. People love and enjoy him more than what he delivers. They are invested in his story, his life, his transformation, and resilience to keep going despite everything. He has done some bad things, but he's still going strong, and you can't deny that it's something to admire. Moving on, we have Boogie2988, a creator that built a huge fan base because of his natural personality, down-to-earth manners, and pure authenticity, but ruined it all with a series of lies, scams, and his chase for women, fame, and money. Boogie has been around since 2006, being one of the first creators on the platform and attracting viewers due to his pure entertaining content. Whether he was playing video games and streaming on Twitch, also being one of the first people to do so, or talking honestly about his life and his journey that felt relatable to many of his fans. He even won 2016's Trending Gamer of the Year award, and it all seemed to be going perfectly well for him. But from 2017 upwards, his career began to suffer. After he got a divorce with his wife, his content and personality online started to change, and his fans started to notice that. His content started to change from helpful videos that helped his audience become better or even improve their lives to a cry for help and attention, constantly talking about his struggles with mental health and anxiety, and he even personally admitted that in a video titled The State of the Channel 2019, where he talked about how his recent content was more of a need for sympathy and not what he used to create before. Fast forward to 2020 and ahead, things really went from bad to worse for Boogie, starting off with his feud with Frank Hassel that led to Boogie firing warning shots at Hassel and getting arrested, to his online crash out regarding his struggling financial issues, constantly asking his audience to support him, and even posting videos straight up asking his fans to donate or buy his products because he's struggling financially. His fans didn't seem to buy into all of that, with many claiming that he should not be looking for the easy way out and he should simply get a job. He made bad decisions, bad investments, and spent a lot of his money on useless things, and that's all his own wrongdoing. In 2023, a documentary about his career was posted on YouTube, showing inside the life of Boogie and revealed even more problems with his lifestyle. It highlighted that between 2018 and 2021 alone, Boogie spent over $200,000 on sex workers, taking them on vacations, buying them gifts and other luxury items. This was just one of the many problems and habits that dominated Boogie's life. And then the nail to the coffin came in 2024, when Boogie promoted a crypto token called Fadi that ended up just being a pump and dump scheme and left many of his fans that believed in his promotions down millions of dollars. In a confrontation with CoffeeZilla, he revealed that this was all supposed to be a joke and nobody should have invested his money into the coin, further revealing that all the money he has made has been spent on medical debt for his cancer treatment. And finally, after many interviews, public appearances, and confrontations, Boogie even admitted that he didn't really have cancer. It was all a lie. Everything Boogie has been through and done brought an end to his career online. But there is good that can be found here, and it's apparent with his core audience. Despite all the bad things he has done and the way he lost control over his life in chase of money and fame, some fans cannot deny the impact that Boogie has had on their lives, especially in his early days. Many fans claim that the way he presented himself, accepted himself for who he is, his overweight issues, and personal life problems were inspirational to them and helped them accept who they are and work towards becoming better. He built an authentic online personality and was always true to himself, embracing his flaws and sharing his personal life story for millions to see. I stumbled across one of his old rambling live videos about isolation and feeling alone. I can honestly say that it helped motivate me to get out of the house and start living my life again. I can't imagine what my senior year would have been like if I never watched that video. I continued to struggle with depression in my late teens, but once again, Boogie's video videos documenting his weight loss journey inspired me. They motivated me to start my own weight loss journey and go in the military. Unbeknown to me, the ages 18 to 21 would become the best years of my life, and I look back at those years fondly. Even though Boogie's reputation has been destroyed, many fans still owe it to him for improving their lives, making them think more positively about themselves and help them overcome problems they have had. And finally, we have DrDisrespect. In 2020, Twitch permanently banned DrDisrespect for a reason that was never revealed to the public. They issued a single statement regarding the topic. As is our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that the streamer has acted in violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers regardless of status or prominence in the community. And even DrDisrespect himself was unaware of the reasons for this ban. The way I discovered it too, I was on a buddy stream and some of the features started turning off while I was just in the chat and everything. And then all of a sudden, social media was blowing up. The reasons for the ban remained a mystery for 4 years until finally being revealed to the public by a former account director of strategic partnership at Twitch. He revealed that DrDisrespect was caught sending inappropriate messages to minors using Twitch's messaging platform, sending sexual messages and asking to meet up at TwitchCon. The news went mega viral, making major headlines across all news stations as well as trending on X. DrDisrespect did not stay silent, however, and posted a tweet talking about the recent news. His first response was trying to deny the allegations and defending his actions. "I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been proved and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday." But then a few days later, he issued another much longer statement actually admitting to all the allegations and stating that he ain't going anywhere. The statement is a long one, but these are some of the main points he talked about. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed, I never even met the individual. He then ended his statement saying, "Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all these years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders." DrDisrespect thought he was saving himself from the statement, but the opposite was actually true. The public opinion attacked him for the statement, with the main argument being, how can you admit to texting a minor, then say that they are trying to attack you and playing as a victim? All of this story led to probably one of the biggest fall-offs on social media, with DrDisrespect losing thousands of followers every single day on all of his social platforms, as well as every company, brand, and creator cutting all ties with him completely, going from one of the biggest gaming streamers ever to one of the most hated in a matter of days. But he didn't actually go anywhere. After a long break, he returned to streaming on Rumble as well as YouTube, playing his usual games and keeping his over-the-top persona going. And well, many people just forgot what he did or simply forgave him, as his online relevance went down by a lot, but his viewership is still above average, getting over 500,000 views with each stream. Despite all that happened, many people still take joy in watching DrDisrespect rage, chat, and be his entertaining self on camera during his stream. He makes a lot of people laugh and specifically relates to an older generation of gamers that like to watch a grown man acting like actual grown men, playing video games with all the rage, funny remarks, and moments. Beyond his controversies, DrDisrespect's impact on gaming entertainment is undeniable. He set a new standard for production value in his live streams, making his broadcasts feel like a high-budget TV show rather than just gameplay footage and commentary. His comedic timing, on-stream antics, and ability to create immersive worlds made him one of the most innovative creators in the space, which is the reason he became so famous. Love him or hate him, DrDisrespect's influence on gaming and streaming culture is undeniable.